Dr. Bronson stopped me one day and he says, "You know, Dr. Long, I can tell a business major a mile away." He says, "I really appreciate what you've done here." And to me, I felt I was obligated to do this because he was such a man of stature that I knew that he would be proud of whatever you did during that time.
So it was just great seeing Dr. Bronson walk into the office. He would come in with a smile and he'll stop right there at the door as he got into the office and speak to Miss Desmore, whomever was at that front desk, and then come on back and greet everybody in the office. So it didn't make any difference with us whether he was in town or out of town. You know, a lot of people were happy when their boss was out of town because they got loose. But in our office, we were happy when our boss was in town. We could ask him anything that we were confused about or needed his directions on. He was always willing to give that to us.
And Lord have mercy. His office was across the hall from mine, and he would fire my day up every day. He would come in all those years, he would come in like, you know what Saturday Night Live is on TV? He would come in with a different story, a repertoire every day, all those years, and I would start my day off laughing, and I was in a good mood the rest of the day.
It was just fatherly advice at every point in my life. When I got the keys to my house, he was there. When I bought my first lemon, he was there. When I told him I was in love, he said, "With who?" So it was a fatherly, father-boss relationship that I will forever be grateful for.
And he could spot it. You know, he could see it in you when you just couldn't see it in yourself. Like I said, when I went into the academic affairs, I went kicking and screaming. I was scared. I really just didn't know. Although I'd been here all of those years. I came here in 1968 and went into the academic affairs office in 1990. So I had been here all of those years, and still I did not feel that I was ready. But he did. He felt that I was ready, and I guess I was. But he really had a penchant for that, for spotting talent and spotting what people could do.
I traveled the road with it, you know. I recall one time I said, "Well, Dr. Bronson," or Prez I would call him, I said, "When do you get a chance to just be Oswald?" And he chuckled and said, "Well, it's kind of rare." I said, "Yeah, but you gotta be Oswald sometimes." And he said, "Well, I do." And I saw it a few times, you know, where he could just breathe and just be with his wife and his kids. And that was a rare moment. And I've come to find that real leaders find those rare moments. And his family, his wife, God bless her, Miss Helen, was able to support him. And now I think many of us are the beneficiaries of his great leadership. And so many generations of Bethune graduates are his extended family members. We will never ever forget. We are living off the interest of what this man put in this great institution.
He really was, though. People say larger than life, but as I was thinking about him, you know, he was the first person before I went into a graduate school program or a master's program, PhD program, that taught me that great philosopher, you know, Martin Buber, I, it, and I, thou. You know, if you treat something like an it responds as an object. But if you treat them like a thou, a sacred human being, they'll respond to you in kind. And that taught me a life lesson that I'll never forget, because he treated every human being like a sacred human being, no matter their station in life. And I learned the value of treating people that way from Oswald P. Bronson.
Well, the last thing I would want to say is that I think the two words that Dr. Green used a little earlier, my friend, will go down in history for Dr. Bronson. When I see people everywhere, they always say, how is my friend?
I want to thank each of you. Do any of you have anything else you'd like to say? Dr. Bronson, I have no problem saying that I am what I am today because when I came back here, he saw in me a lot that I truly did not see in myself. And he encouraged me to work on those gifts that God had given me because I was doing something that certainly was not my area. But he said to me, you're a good organizer, good protocol person. I am going to make you my director of protocol. I want you to go out there and learn all and do whatever you can to get certified. And that's what pushed me back to do that. And he saw that in me, and I did not see that in me. And I am ever so grateful for him doing that for me.
You know what he said to us
Well, he said,
many times? I can't give you a raise, so I'm gonna give you some
praise. That's right.
That's right.
We can't give you a raise, so we're gonna give you some praise.